I am 100% convinced of this, that Thailand is the only country in the world that has a common sense extractor built into the immigration booth that turns men into absolute moronic idiots when they arrive in Thailand. Why, hello there guys, welcome back to Not Only Surviving But Thriving, Living in Thailand with me, your crazy kooky host. Yes, it is the one and only Dr. Mark Sabian, hopefully teaching you guys how to protect yourselves from yourselves. Guys, listen, Thailand is full of fake frauds, scams, you name it. It can happen here just like that. In today's video, I'm going to talk about 3 things that you definitely don't want to around with when it comes to fraud and fakeness, guys. Listen, this has nothing to do with the girl at the bar with the bolt-ons. Got nothing to do with the lady boy down at the massage shop with the strap on. This is not the type of fraud and fake stuff I'm talking about. What I'm talking about are 3 things that actually can affect you seriously here in the kingdom. The first being fraudulent visa companies. Listen, there are many very good, reputable visa companies that can help you if you need direction, etc., etc., etc. I am one of those people however, who believes in you should learn how to take care of your visa situation yourself. That way you know exactly what's going on. It's not costing you a small fortune. And at the end of the day, there's no possible way that you're going to be deported for defrauding the Thai immigration authority. Guys, listen, it is very simple to go on to the website, the government website, and learn how to apply for a visa yourself. I do it myself all of the time, and it is a very simple thing to do. If I had $1 for every expat or subscriber that said to me, oh, I've got a guy that can help you with your visa situation, I'd have about 15 bucks. That's how many people actually reach out to me all of the time, wanting me to use their guy because their guy did this, their guy did that. Oh, he can, forge this, he can forge that. They'll put money in a bank account for you. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. First of all, if you can't meet the minimum financial requirements to apply for the basic retirement visa in Thailand, you probably should reevaluate your move to Thailand, okay? Yes, I do the videos about living here on $1,000 a month, but that's to show you guys what's actually possible. If you have to around with numbers and bank accounts and all of this stuff, you probably don't want to come here because you're the type of guy that's going to get taken advantage of. And I'm going to tell you something. There are dozens and dozens of fraudulent visa companies that advertise on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, all of these social media platforms, preying on people like you that need their help. And man, I'm going to tell you something. You can get yourself into a whole lot of trouble. It can be an extremely frustrating experience, but it can also lead to being deported from the kingdom if the government finds out that you are lying on your immigration applications. Also, and this can be fully verified, I know that there's a lot of trolls in the comment section that say that I make all of this stuff up. Every single thing I say, guys, can be verified with a simple Google search, okay? 2 years ago, down on Phuket, there was a very famous case of about 10 to 12 foreigners who actually had their passports held for ransom. Believe it or not, they were being blackmailed by this visa company that they found on Facebook, who was saying that they could get them the basic retirement visa, and it was only 50,000 baht, which works out to be about $1,500 US. However, what happened was you have to give them your passport. Now, please understand this, guys. Your passport is an incredibly valuable item that you should not be giving to someone, especially who is sitting there telling you that they're going to defraud the government. This is not the type of person that you want to trust with your passport. And what happened was exactly what I'm telling you. After about 2 weeks, these people were contacted by the visa company and said, listen, we've had this problem, we've had that problem, we need this money, we need that money. And all it was an attempt to extort more money for them to get their passports back. Finally, one guy got brave enough and went to the tourist police and explained to them what happened. Now, I will say this much, that guy there was banned from the country for 1 full year for lying on his visa application. Because these companies know that you're not going to go to the cops and say, oh, listen, I was trying to defraud the government. Can you please help me get my passport back? Most likely you're not going to do that. You're going to pay them the money to get your passport back and feel like a sucker and a chump, a punter, loser, whatever you guys want to call them. That's what happens. And I'm going to tell you something. These guys that try to convince you to, oh, use my guy because, you know, he did this, he did that. Please don't trust them, guys. Learn how to do it yourself. It is so simple and so easy that you're going to feel like a goofball for not doing it yourself. Now, on that same token goes with this one, guys. Please do not listen to your expat friend that tells you that he's got a buddy, he's got a friend, he's got a contact that can help you open up a bank account here in the kingdom if you do not have the proper visa. If you're on a tourist visa like me, you're shit out of luck and you can't have a bank account. Now, I've had other people say that that's not true. They've gone in, they've opened them up. So I'm putting a challenge out to anybody that's on a tourist visa that honestly went into a bank and got a bank account opened in their name, honestly, authentically, a true, authentic bank account. Please let me know, because I would love to have one. You know, I'd love to save those transaction fees if I could, and it just makes it 100% easier if you do have a bank account. But as far as I know, I've been into 5 different banks and they've all told me the same thing: not on a tourist visa. So I do know that there's a bunch of different companies, agencies that are advertising bank accounts for 1,000 baht, which is about $30 US. That's not so bad. However, you have to understand that you are opening up a fraudulent bank account, which at the end of the day makes it so that if anything goes wrong, they can actually seize your money, and good luck getting it back, because good luck getting it back, because the banking laws they're asinine. They're so hard to understand. I personally know people that are going through it right now whose bank accounts have been frozen and they can't get their money out. Thankfully, they don't have a lot of money in there, you know, 10, 20,000 baht. It's not that big of a deal. It's not as if, you know, it's life-changing, but at the end of the day, still sucks to lose 10 or 20,000 baht. I hate to say it. And if you're opening up a fraudulent bank account in Thailand, there's a very good chance that if anything goes sideways, you're losing your money. Keep that in mind. Also, don't forget that if you get caught doing something like this, there is a chance that you can be deported, or you could be banned from entering the kingdom anywhere from 1 to 5 years, or permanently banned. Driver's license. I know one guy personally, my buddy Jack. I don't know if you guys remember the story about Jack and his bar girl, or not. Well, actually, no, Jack had the massage girl, sorry. Anyways, I had gotten a fine like the very day that I was sitting talking to Jack about international driver's license, and he pulled out his fake one and he's like, oh, I bought this for 2,000 baht, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it gets him through checkpoints and nobody really questions it. They look at it really quick and give it to him. However, guys, I'm going to tell you something. There's all kinds of different companies, websites that are selling these fake international driver's license so that you can drive in Thailand and you can drive in, you know, Vietnam and all of these other countries that require an international driving permit. They're not real. So please keep in mind that if you get into an accident with one of these and you're driving whatever vehicle that it is stamped fraudulently for, such as a motorbike here in Thailand, because most people don't have a motorcycle endorsement on their native driver's license. So what they do is they go and they buy these fake international driver's permits. They have them stamped with the motorbike, and if you get into an accident and you have insurance and you've hurt yourself, your insurance is not going to cover you. Please understand that. If you have a motorbike accident in a country where you are required to have a motorbike license, your insurance will not cover you. So you could rack up tens of thousands of dollars in hospital bills. Not only that, if you harm somebody else, your insurance is not going to cover you. Do not come and drive here on a fake driver's license. Quite honestly, you're better off just to pay the fine that you're going to get, and then you get 14 days grace period. I believe it's 14 days. It might be down to 10, but you get some grace period where you can go through another checkpoint, show them your ticket, and they'll let you go on. You still don't have insurance, but you're not going to constantly get tickets. However, your driver's license for a car is not valid in Thailand for a car or a motorbike. You have to have an international driver's license. I've done umpteen videos about this and people still don't listen. Also, please don't be that guy that stands there and fights and yells and screams and curses and swears at the traffic cop because you've done something wrong. He's just doing his job. And keep this in mind, guys. They can take you to jail for 30 days. Look that up. Again, do a simple Google search, guys. They can take you to jail 30 days for a traffic infraction. So if you want to act like a tough guy, an idiot, just remember that. So let's recap this, guys. Do not pay one of these visa companies to fraudulently get you a visa. Yes, you can hire one to help you along with the process if you don't understand it. But again, myself personally, you'd have to be pretty dumb not to be able to do it yourself. Secondly, don't open up a bank account if you are not on a proper visa here, because there is the chance that your money could be frozen and seized and you're never getting it back, okay? Also, there's a chance that if you get caught doing something stupid like this, you could be deported, banned, whatever. At the end of the day, you don't want that, just to save a couple of bucks on transaction fees. And for God's sakes, guys, don't get a fake international driver's permit. I tried to buy one online. I tried to do it the honest way, send in all of my paperwork, send in my driver's license, and it still turned out that it was fake, as just like a lot of the girls in the bars are, and many of the girls in the massage shops aren't even girls. Anyways, guys, listen, protect yourself when you come here. And please understand that I truly believe that there's something in the airport that just sucks the common sense out of men on arrival to Thailand. I'm not sure how that's possible. But anyways, protect yourselves. And protecting yourself will help you live your best life possible. And as we know, anything less than the best, especially in this case, it really could be a felony. Until next time, guys, cheers.